everybody, my name is Sally-Ann Spence and I'm here at the Hills Quarry Products dig in Cerney Wick. Now we have over 20 universities represented here with lots of students taking part, and during the dig we have various different experts and specialists coming in to identify finds and also to talk with us and to use different types of technologies and teach those students as well. It's very, very full on. Now if you're a student on this dig, you also have to take part in all the other things around camp life too, which includes getting the water for everyone to drink and also to work this camera. So today we have Luke behind the camera. So thank you, Luke, you're doing a great job. And in a minute we're going to be asking Luke to come in and look at some of the specimens on our tray. But first of all, I want to introduce you to our other person that's with me today. This is Dr. Stephen Zhang. Hello, Stephen.
Always a pleasure, Sally-Ann.
Absolutely, it's great to see you. How long are you going to be with us?
I'm here until tomorrow, that is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm here to make some preliminary interpretations of a few findings from our Ice Age project here at Cerney Wick, excavating remains of animals that lived in the area around 200,000 years ago in the late Middle Pleistocene.
So what have you thought? Because I know you've been in the conservation tent and you've had a look at some of the finds as soon as you got here. What's been your thoughts on what we've been finding?
Well, one of the most intriguing findings in the last few days that I picked up yesterday is this lower end of actually the left metatarsal or hind foot bone of a horse. So this is what we call the fetlock joint, which is the joint at the base of the foot bone that goes in with the big toe bone. And because this is the strongest bone on the horse's skeleton that does a lot of weight bearing when the horse walks and runs about, basically, it's possible to make a reasonable estimate of the horse's size from this bone alone.
Okay.
And I've actually been taking a few measurements earlier today, and from this foot bone or cannon bone, we can tell that this was an animal that weighed around 510 to 560 kilos, which is the size of a small draft horse.
That's over half a ton then, isn't it?
That is around half a ton and is in keeping with horse remains from this time period that we find elsewhere in southern England, for instance at Ilford, which we now think is actually of similar age to the Ice Age fauna here from Cerney Wick.
Oh wow, so we're learning more. We're not only learning that this is a horse, we're also learning, obviously, as you say, about the size and everything. And this is part of a horse as well?
This is part of a horse as well. This is...
Get Luke to come and have a look.
This is actually a cheek tooth from either the front or the back end of the upper tooth row. You can see this nicely developed enamel on this chewing surface over here, and here's the open root. This is what we call a hypsodont or high-crowned tooth that kept poking out throughout the animal's life as it gets slowly worn down from chewing all the tough vegetation of the mammoth steppe environment here around 200,000 years ago. It slowly pushes out of the jaw like a used rubber slowly being pushed out of the paper wrapping.
Right. Okay, I see. So these animals were, obviously very well adapted for that environment then.
Indeed. So it's the size of the horse actually gives us a little clue about the kind of environment it inhabited, because larger sized Ice Age horse populations tend to inhabit more forested environments, and we think it's possibly because in more forested environments, horses occupy the habitat at lower population density, so each horse is able to obtain more resource to support its growth, basically.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, this is the brilliant thing about having people like you come to the site.
Thank you.
Because you're identifying, you're helping us sort of put flesh on bones, quite literally putting the flesh on bones here, and enabling us to understand more and more about this environment and the place where these animals were living, breeding, and basically dying as well.
So the size of the horse would tell us contextually with remains of other animal species we've already found here at Cerney Wick that this was a mosaic environment around 200,000 years ago with grassland that supported herds of mammoths and bisons, as well as woodland covers that were maybe sparsely grazed and browsed by these herds of quite large-sized horse.
And that plays in very well with the fact we had some deer, antler and possible bones
Oh, absolutely.
come up as well.
Absolutely.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Stephen, for coming along
Always a pleasure.
and telling us a little bit about this. Keep watching our videos. We are uploading constantly, and there will be more and more, loads more different things going on. Stephen hopefully will be back to talk to us a little bit later about something else as well. So keep watching, and the hashtag is TussForce.